Hi, my name's Adam. I'm going to show you how to roll a near perfect cigarette, like if not better or equal to a store-bought cigarette. Uh, First, get you a good roller. Now, I got the tops. It's one you find in stores around here in this region a lot. They go for about $6.50, $7 after tax. They're a single roller. Now, if you buy this roller, tops roller, the brand, make sure that underneath it has this short and long switch. It has a little L and S, and you can switch that switch back and forth. If it doesn't have that right there, do not buy it. Ask them to open up the box because tops have gone cheap, and they have a newer model out that is they basically just hacked it down, saved a couple pennies or whatever. I don't understand why they did it, but it's real shitty, and it doesn't have this. And what happens is your cigarette, no matter how hard you pack it right or whatever, will not fill up the space between the butt and the paper right here, right in this little area. And it'll piss you off. The cigarette will start bending, your fingers will smash it. It just doesn't feel like a cigarette. You can get drag it. It's horrible. You get pissed off. You end up throwing it away. It's a waste of $6. So make sure if you go buy the tops, ask to take it out of the box. It's just a little box, slide out, and just make sure it has that. Make sure it's this model. If not, go get a different model, a different brand. That's what I would suggest. Okay, another thing, your tubes. Now, I got Gambler this time. I've gotten tried a couple others. A bunch of other ones, and don't go too cheap with your tubes. I'll show you why here in a minute. They'll just piss you off. Spend the extra dollar on each box. Gambler's a well-known name. And you also make your cigarette taste a little better. Now, what I'm going to do is got some Turkish blend, 80HM. I don't know if it's I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a good blend. It's a good brand, Turkish blend. Now, when you open up the seal lock, I'm going to take a little bit, just a little handful here. I'm not using a plate because I'm just going to show you. Got my card here. And of course, with your roller comes your little packer. And I would suggest every time you take some tobacco out of your bag, always seal it up immediately. I do it like that. Just make sure all the air is out. Seal it up, because if you don't, because the bag can last, I don't know how much you smoke, but it can last for a couple days to a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks. And the tobacco will dry out, start tasting like shit, and you won't like it. It's even hard to roll. Alright. Another tip is get you a long protruding piece of wire or whatnot. Just something, it doesn't have to be too long or whatnot. Put a little electric tape at the end of mine. Nothing fancy. Just, and I'll show you why here in a minute. It's always good to have. Card. Alright. Roll a good cigarette. Open up your single roller. And take about 4 fingers, these 3 right here, and your thumb, and just grab, not too much. You're not trying to feed the monster here, just like that. Alright. Set it in there where it's nice and fluffy on top. Nothing outrageous. Take your packer, pack it in. If you got to really press it in there, you got too much tobacco on there. Go ahead and then press it in. Just firm, nothing tight, nothing crazy. Now, always check at the end here where your cigarette tube's gonna go in. Stick your finger in there, and what happens is usually it just happens that it'll be depleted, and it'll be there'll be less tobacco there than there is in the rest of it. Okay, so stick your finger in there, take a little pinch. I mean, it almost always it's gonna be a little less in the end. Take it, stick a little extra right there. What this does is make a nice, firm, secure cigarette to the butt. Okay, just put it on top there. Nothing, just a little mound. Close her up. Now, there'll be, see there's tobacco in there. Give it a quick blow. It comes off the carpet with a vacuum cleaner real quick, And plus, when you're trying to roll a whole bunch of these, like a whole pack, every day, or every morning, whatever, you gotta fucking hurry up a little bit. So just give it a blow, and the tobacco usually will come right on out. Now, if it doesn't, and you got some that is around the this little part right here, where your tube goes on, like see that stuff right there, in the corner right there? That right there will mess you up when you go to try to put the tube on. So that's what you got your little projectile, and you just flip it out of there. Just like that, see? Just comes right on out. Boom, bada bing. Okay, so now you got a clear tube area right here. The tube inlet. So go ahead and close it. Get you a tube. Now, if you go with cheap tubes and don't, and you go too cheap, what happens is it won't be firm around this round area here. It won't be firm and crisp paper, because they're using poor paper, and they just shittier quality. And what'll happen is when you go to try to put it on the hole, it'll bend and all kinds of stuff. This one here slides on nice and easy. See that? Slide right on. Now, when you close it, you tighten a little bit on the end right here. Don't slam it. Just nice and smooth. Open it up. Pinch it off right there. Now, what happens is you'll have this extra tobacco sticking out. What you do is you grab the end right at the end of the paper. Just kind of pinch it off. Like that. Once you do that, push in the ends just a little bit. Just a little like that. Yeah, just a little bit. And voila. You'll have perfect hand-rolled cigarette. Not too tight, not too loose. You can smoke it. It's not going to bend on you. There's tobacco right here between the butt and the tobacco right here. That's one of the biggest problems, is you'll have no tobacco in there, and so when you try to smoke it, it squishes down. And if you get good tobacco, remember, make your own blends too. Buy 2 different kinds, and you can blend them together and make your own flavor, what you like. Anyhow, that is all I got. This is how to roll a cigarette quick and fast and come out like a factory made one. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.